request everyone to rise in your places. Please join your hands for the school prayer.
अजं निर्विकल्पं निराकारमेकं निरानन्दमानन्दमद्वैतपूर्णं परं निर्गुणं निर्विशेषं निरीहं परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेमा। या कुन्देन्दुतुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रान्विता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्करप्रभृतिभिः देवै सदा पूजिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा। शरीरं स्वरूपं ततः वा कळत्रम् यशश्चारुचित्रं धनं मेरुतुल्यम् मनश्चेन लग्नं गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे ततः किं 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 ततः किं।
But entrusted with purpose. We are deeply honored to have in our midst today our distinguished chief guest, Dr. Vanita Dakta, Ms. Rashmi Srivastava, Ms. Srivindya Reddy, our revered Executive Director, Ms. Vani Raju, our esteemed Academic Director, Ms. Aarti C. Rajaratnam, and our dedicated Principal, Ms. Sujata Pupati Raju. We also extend a warm welcome to our dedicated coordinators, house mentors, teachers, parents, and the vibrant heart of our institution, our spirited student community. It is with great joy and gratitude that we welcome each one of you to this momentous occasion.
Today, as we formally confer responsibilities upon our newly elected student council leaders, we do not merely celebrate titles, we celebrate trust, commitment, and the promise of service. The journey that began with vision building, portfolio creation, and personal leadership projects culminates today in a moment of responsibility and recognition. The investiture ceremony is a solemn occasion where badges are not just pinned, but responsibilities are passed on. It signifies the beginning of a journey, one that demands courage, compassion, and grit. Today, we don't just invest students with titles, we empower them to lead with heart and serve with honor. Let us now step into this inspiring moment as we prepare to witness the rise of a new generation of leaders. To formally open the ceremony, I now invite our Academic Director Aarti Ma'am to deliver the welcome address and share insights on the spirit of student leadership.
Namaste everyone. Thank you for being here today. There are very few times in my life I'm speechless. Today is one such day. I welcome you all to Netritva, our investiture ceremony. I'm about a year and a half old at Ganges, as all of you know. When I joined, it took me about almost a year to understand the local culture and the values that this city embodies. I think I've had arguments with Vani ma'am almost every day about it. and I'm sure she understands the space from where I come in. I worked across the globe with many schools. And when I came here, I saw a beautiful student community waiting to be nurtured. And when I realized that our leadership was limited to a house system, which is over, where there was just unhealthy competition and comparison, I realized that our leadership here at Ganges needed to embody something much deeper. And that's when, this year, we had already decided in the month of March that we would have safety and compassion as the core driving forces of our leadership team. And in the month of May, Dr. Vanitha Dakla reached out to Vani ma'am and she talked about Suraksha Kavach. She talked about Suraksha Kavach and how they've been reaching different schools and colleges all over Hyderabad, helping students and communities stay safe. So that's when we decided that apart from the four houses and the games camp and the head boy, head girl, our school council will have two extremely important roles. The prefects, actually there are four roles, but two important student-led initiatives. One, which we call Anurakshati. Anurakshati has two meanings in Sanskrit. One is the protector, and the other, even more important, that every atom is safe. So our safety initiative, and I'm not going to call it club because we are not going to limit ourselves to competitions and things like that. We are going to do student-led, community-driven projects for safety, starting with psychological safety. The second aspect is Sankalp. Sankalp has been a part of Ganges for almost 13 years, the entire period, because it's very close to Vani ma'am's heart. Originally, we used to donate rice and dal. Students would bring a fistful of rice and a fistful of dal, and we would collect this and distribute it to orphanages or people who require that support. This year, in the student council, we have 4 Sankalp prefects, and what they're going to do is to lead the initiatives. So the Anurakshati is going to be student-led for safety within the campus, and Sankalp is going to be student-led for community development. And the 4 houses are going to also involve themselves in a community building activity apart from their regular competitions. So the 3 values that our leadership will stand for this year will be healthy competition, compassion, and most importantly, safety. And on this occasion, I'm very, very honored to welcome people who have been steering this message to various institutions. Dr. Dakla, thank you for being here. Rashmi ma'am, Navid sir, and of course, Srividya ma'am, thank you for being here today. Very rarely do I hear Vani ma'am completely inspired and floored by somebody. And when she spoke about Dr. Vanitha Dakla, I saw in her eyes, that deep respect and love for somebody. And so thank you, ma'am. Ma'am was so happy, like even yesterday, she spoke very fondly of you here, and it's such an honor to be here. On the second note, till last year we had the elections. This year, we chose to change the process. About 40 years back, when I was in school, I was that popular kid that got elected. I was arrogant, and I thought teenage rebellion was leadership. I thought challenging authority was leadership. And through the years, I think life gave me the blow after blow that was required to understand that leadership is really about keeping people safe in your care. And that's when this year we brought up this new initiative where our leadership council was selected but not elected. So the first was the self-nomination. We allowed a lot of introverts to be a part of this because normally it's the extroverted, noisy, loud people who get elected, and demagoguery replaces democracy. And we did not want that to happen this year. So we had beautiful, the profiles that we saw from the children and why we should select them was, I think, our first step towards something right. The second step, the students presented a portfolio of all their achievements, whether it was sports, whether it was community development, it was art, different areas where they let us know, I am capable of these things. The third was the group discussion, a truly humbling experience for me because I saw everybody talks about Gen Z, Gen Alpha being unreasonable, and in front of me, I saw greatness. I saw the greatness that India is going to have very soon. And I am truly honored and moved right now to be able to serve you as your leader and to create an ecosystem here that will nurture your leadership, not just this year, but always. And the fourth and the most beautiful part of the student council selection this year was the project. The students had to take up 1 month of work in the community. We didn't give them anything else, it was an open-ended space. And I was so, in fact, I think all of the mentors and everybody will agree with me. Not one project went by where we were not moved to tears. We had one student who was facing the most difficult challenge of losing a parent, and yet, in his resilience, he partnered with people in the community, with caterers and restaurants, and fed homeless people for a month. We had another student who collected 4 tons of waste in her gated community, sold that, bought bags and material for security personnel in her community. And her learning was what really touched me. She said, "Ma'am, we thought they needed all of this, but I realized in that period that they were very, very proud people who didn't want charity." So for us this year, and of course, apart from that, since our Suraksha Kavach team is here, we had 2 students who went into the community with all the senior citizens, talked about cyber safety and how they need to protect themselves. We had students who fed stray dogs and took care of their vaccination. We had students who have developed an app, and I'm sure will probably speak about it. He's been receiving appreciation after appreciation from various countries for developing an app, which he's a cyclist himself and has conquered many, many titles, but he wants to share this with athletes who may not be able to afford quality services. So his innovation, so we have innovators, we have community builders, and we have extremely compassionate people in our midst, and we are proud to call them leaders. So on this occasion, I take this special opportunity to thank each one of the parents and grandparents here for giving us such precious children to nurture. Thank you so much. I want to thank our mentors for the house system, the 4 houses, the mentors, our teachers, coordinators, and everybody who made this day possible. I know it was a welcome address, but I couldn't hold myself back from sharing so much joy as we create this ecosystem for a nation of leaders. Thank you.
Thank you, Aarti ma'am, for your inspiring words and for so eloquently capturing the essence of student leadership. Your insights have not only set the tone for today's ceremony, but have also reminded us of the deeper values that guide true leadership: vision, responsibility, and service. We are truly grateful for your continued guidance and unwavering support in shaping the leaders of tomorrow. Now, we take a moment to honor our chief guest, Dr. Vanita Data. She is a dynamic leader and a highly respected figure in the corporate and educational sectors. She serves as the vice chairperson of Elico Limited, a pioneering company in analytical instrumentation and healthcare solutions with a strong legacy of innovation and excellence. With her rich experience across industries and a dedication to empowering others, Dr. Data has also contributed immensely through her involvement in various industry forums. She has held leadership roles in Project Suraksha Kavach and the Confederation of Indian Industry, and has been a strong advocate for women in leadership, education, and inclusive growth. A passionate believer in education as a key to transformation, Dr. Data's presence here today is a true honor for all of us. Her journey inspires students to dream big, lead with integrity, and embrace responsibility with confidence. We are truly privileged to have her with us, other distinguished guests who have honored our ceremony with their Ms. Rajni Srivastava, Project Head at Suraksha Kavach. Ms. Srividya Reddy, Promoter and Director Child and Youth Safety Forum at Society Mr. Navid Khan, heartfelt gratitude to all our esteemed guests and welcome them with a warm round of applause.
The pillars of our student council. We invite them to the dais to receive this well-deserved recognition. So, without further delay, let's invite our student council members onto the stage, one by one, as we celebrate their passion and accomplishments. Head boy, Sai Geethan Varmala, grade 12. Head girl, Suha Dara, grade 12. Deputy head girl, Vedant Kulkarni, grade 11. Deputy head girl, Jita Tigala, grade 9A. Sports captain, Ansh Mantena, grade 10A. Sports vice captain, Sanya, grade 9B. May I now request our Executive Director, Vani Raju ma'am, and our Academic Director, Aarti ma'am, to honor the students.
We are proud to launch two powerful student-led initiatives that embody this spirit, Anurakshati and Sankalp.
Leadership also comes in many forms, not just in titles, but in service to the community. Today, we are also proud to inaugurate a very special initiative, Anurakshati.
Anurakshati, being the protector, embodies the values of alertness, empathy, and responsibility. This initiative aims to promote a culture of safety, awareness, and proactive care among our students within the school and beyond.
This year, a select group of students, in collaboration with the Anurakshati mentors, will take on the esteemed role of Anurakshati prefects, entrusted with the vital responsibility of championing safety and well-being. These students will lead impactful initiatives, from raising peer awareness and promoting emotional resilience to spearheading campaigns on road safety and responsible behavior. Their role stands at the heart of cultivating a secure, inclusive, and compassionate school environment where every student feels valued and protected.
We now move on to the felicitation of our Anurakshati prefects. As their names are called, we request them to come forward. These badges stand for their role in promoting safety and care within our school. Navya Perivar, grade 12. Annapurna Mantena, grade 11. Christy Saji, grade 11. Anumanda Vishwa, grade 9. May I now invite our dignitaries, Dr. Vanitha Davla ma'am and Rashmi Srivastava ma'am, to kindly do the honors.
May I also add that Vishwak was responsible for designing both the Anurakshati and Sankalp logos. Please give him a round of applause.
Yes. Ready, ma'am?
expression of seva or selfless service. What began earlier as a collection drive for rice and dal for the underprivileged has now evolved into a more meaningful and sustained initiative.
This year, we take immense pride in introducing our inaugural Sankalp prefects, young changemakers who, in collaboration with the Sankalp mentors, who spearhead compassionate initiatives aimed at uplifting underserved communities. Through the collection of food grains, gently used books, and essential school supplies, they will embody the spirit of service and social responsibility, inspiring others to contribute meaningfully to the world around them.
These students will mobilize peers, coordinate drives, and raise awareness about social responsibility. They are the voice of compassion in action. We now invite our Sankalp prefects to come forward as we honor them with badges, a symbol of their commitment to service. Sai Darshil Choppa, grade 11. Arish Mani, grade 10D. Shri Samya Asapu, grade 10D. And Avantika Saxena, grade 9D. May I now invite our dignitaries, Navik Sir and Shri Vidya Ma'am, to kindly do the honors.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. 1 second. 1 second, come. Thank you.
Thank you, Naved sir and Sri Vidyaman. Now, we invite our student leaders who will carry the legacy of their houses forward to take their positions and assume their responsibilities. I now call upon the house captains and vice captains to kindly march forward onto the dais, where they will be honored and formally vested with their house badges. Akash House captains, Vidya Vemuganti and Srinika Moser. Akash House vice captain, Nidhi Lekaraju. May I request our Akash House mentors, Suketana ma'am, Madhukana ma'am, and Bhuvaneshwari ma'am to honor the house captains and vice captain, to graciously present the badges to the respective house captains and vice captains.
Agni House captains, Jashpita Mubala and Ramaya Shetty Maurya. Agni House vice captain, Joshita Chakirala. I request our Agni House members, Purina ma'am, Isha ma'am, and Sariti ma'am to honor the house captains and vice captain.
Prithvi House captains, Samskriti Kalari and Shiren Sai CH. Prithvi House vice captain, A. Anand Advaita Sai. I request our Prithvi House mentors, Shruti ma'am, Pooja ma'am, and Shri Lakshmi ma'am to honor the house captains and vice.
Madam here. Madam here.
Rashmika Kusumanchi, Choksha Sai Andika Uttaraju, Bayi House Vice Captain Priyansh Chandak. I request our Bayi House mentors Sandhya ma'am, Shravana Durga ma'am and Lalita ma'am to honor the house captains and vice captain.
Leadership begins with a promise to lead with fairness, courage, and integrity. I now invite our renowned academic director, Aarti ma'am, to administer the oath of office, a pledge that binds our newly elected student council members to the values of integrity, dedication, and purposeful leadership.
We, the Student Council, solemnly pledge that we will discharge our duties to the best of our abilities and prove deserving of the trust reposed in us. We promise to adhere to values of honesty, teamwork, and service before self.
We now invite our Executive Director Bani Raju ma'am and Dr. Vanita Data ma'am for a group photograph with the Student Council.
And now, I take the honor of inviting our esteemed chief guest, Ms. Vanita Data, to kindly come forward and grace the dais. Ma'am, we are truly privileged to have you with us today. May I request you all to join me in extending a warm, heartfelt round of applause.
Thank you to both of you. You're doing a wonderful job comparing. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much, Vani and Aarti. I'm truly impressed with all the work that has been done in your Ganges Valley School. And I remember coming to this campus almost about 7-8 years back. When I came to the engineering college. And I remember Vani speaking about the excellent school facilities that all of you had here. But just in the last, I think, 45 minutes, I've realized what a wonderful institution that Vani and her team are building here. And I think that every student that is passing through this portal is really set for life. With the value system, with the academic teachings, but with extremely excellent role models that all of you have and that all of you will be interacting on a daily basis, I'm sure that the students of Ganges Valley will be set for life and they will be ahead of all their peers in the times to come. Vani and Aarti, I'm really excited about especially both those clubs, the Anurakshati and the Sankalp, because this is something very different from house clubs which normally every school has. And while the investiture assembly was happening, I recollected my own school days. I was from St. Anne's, Secunderabad, and I was part of the student council, and we had houses, but only 4 houses. So each of the students who have been selected to lead the rest of your peers here today, you have a huge responsibility. What you do today will determine how you perform tomorrow in the world. And the values that the school is laying down for you to imbibe will lay a foundation for your own personality as you forge ahead in the world. Today, we see that the world is lacking in value-based leadership. Yes, I see a lot of you on how things are moving ahead and how things are being unfairly meted out to the rest of the population, I feel that these students who learn the fundamentals, who are being grounded with the foundation of these values, tomorrow will be in a better position to be able to lead this world in a fair, in a transparent, and in a way that will cater to all types of people, especially those minorities that are underserved and underrepresented. Today, each one of you who have taken up these roles and positions will not only carve out destinies for yourselves, but you will be in a position of influence to be able to carve out destinies for people all around you. They can be your own family, they can be your class peers, they can be the communities that you serve, and tomorrow that will be also including the organizations that you will be part of. And I am very, very positive that today's leaders of this school will become the leaders of the world tomorrow. And whatever values you imbibe today, that will hold you good as you lead the world. And in India, we need these type of leaders. Let me just give you a context today. In a very, very volatile environment, all over the world, we are seeing almost the beginning of a third world war. And while we were studying, when we studied about World War I and World War II, which I'm sure all of you are doing in your history and geography classes, the one strong message was that World War III will destroy our planet Earth. And it looks like we are heading for some sort of an uncertainty, some sort of a volatility. And at these times, at these uncertain times, is what true leadership is all necessary and required. And I feel that if the younger generation have a voice, and that voice is heard across the countries, people who are leading the world into disarray and into doom will probably stand back and listen. What all of you can bring to the table, what all of you as a united voice can bring today to the world is immense. And that is what your position today will train you for. I have my team here from the Society of Cyberabad Security Council, and we are doing a very little bit in terms of trying to help communities all around us. And in today's world, I understand that the pressures on students and children is much, much more than what we faced. With the advent of a connected world, of an interconnected planet, I think the pressure is much, much more. And it entails that we become more resilient, that we become more agile, that we become more adaptable to the environment around us, but try to positively influence and impact the world around us. And going forward, we as a team will be interacting very, very closely with your teams from the Anurakshati Club, because we have as a network a dedicated team of content creators, of resource persons who can actually come and help you all to disseminate more knowledge and to train all of you in the various aspects of that safety that each of us crave for. I will have my team members speak a little bit more in depth about it, but I would like you all to, I would like to leave a message with all of you that at the end of the day, let us be true to ourselves. Each of us who come into this world know what is good and what is bad instinctively, intuitively. Let us have that courage to voice out when we see something that's going wrong. Let us get back and utilize the power of our networks, of our teams, to help us bring about that message across to them and move from bad to good. Lead the world with courage, lead the world with your values, and ensure that the coming generations, that the world will be a much, much, much better place to live for all of us. And you today, students, will be the architects of that future. Yes, So I'd like to see a good smile from all of you. I'm reminded of Charles Dickens' novel, The Beginning, I think, A Tale of Two Cities. It said that it was the worst of times and it was the best of times. And I just recently heard it from another speech that I was listening to somewhere. And while we are in the worst of times, figuratively, we also are in the best of times where we have schools like the Ganges Valley and role models like Vani and Aarti guiding you, nurturing you to take our world into the best of times. Students, parents, faculty, and the school management, and of course community people like all of us, each of us have a role to play in making the society safe, nurturing the youngsters to become the leaders for tomorrow. So with those few words, I'd like to congratulate each one of you who's taken on a position today. You will be those role models for your peers, for the younger children who will one day want to step into your shoes and do the work that you are doing. So go ahead, create influence, create impact, make a positive impact on the societies, on the school, on the organizations. And one day, maybe 20 years down the line, when I'm an old woman, I'd like to see some of you head the nation in pivotal roles, taking our country ahead. And I will remember one day back in 2025, I came to the school, they were part of the leadership team, and today they are in positions of power. So dream big, aspire for the moon, and beyond. Maybe today, in today's world, everything is possible. But see that you work towards it wholeheartedly and reach there so that you make all of us proud, you make your parents proud, your communities proud, and ultimately you make the nation proud of you. Thank you.
And he'll just quickly let you know what all we do, where all, how you are protected, and whom you can reach out to. Okay? So just narrate for you.
Hi, good morning everyone. Good morning. I just came to you. So before I start, congratulations to all of you, all the people who got this, you've got a responsibility to hold now. You'll be, as we say, like we keep talking in our meetings and our way forward that we plan that we need character building now. While we were doing a lot of awareness on a lot of things that we used to do, our shift has to happen now on character building. I think Ms. Vani and Adi are doing a wonderful job, and your entire faculty along with you in nurturing people to become citizens of the world, I would say. While every institute produces engineers, doctors, or whatever, it's very important we produce human beings these days. I have to put this on the table. It is lacking, and we need. For example, we make people aware of what to do when there is an accident, how to respond to it. Everybody is aware that if I don't help this person may die. The person is bleeding. I'm aware. What is that will compel me to get out of my vehicle or get out of my bike and go and help? That's the character. And I think that's what is being built here. And I'm very proud to see organizations like this and would like you to become role models for other organizations to take this thing. It's very, very much needed in this world today. While we are trying to do a lot in this area, to work a lot on these things, that how do we bring in this character building where people can step out, they can help their peers, their like humans. We all are like in the same community of human beings, and we have to help each other. So congratulations again, and I'm really proud and good to see all this. I think Dr. Vanita has covered all that thoughts that we had, so thank you for that. I can't agree more what she said. I'll quickly switch to a quick 3-minute video that will tell what Cyber Security Council does. We've been doing this for the last 19 years. 2006 is when we were formed in a close collaboration with Hyderabad police and the industry then. It was more of IT then. Now it is like we are spending to pharma, manufacturing, education institutes. We're bringing the entire community together because we believe that security and safety is a paramount thing these days. All these wars that we discuss, everything that we're talking about, it's all about safety and security. And our motto is that Hyderabad should be a preferred place to live, work, and do business in a safe, secure, and healthy ecosystem. So with that, I'll just quickly, I'll let you go through the video that how we started, what all we have done, and then I'll just quickly walk you through, and then I'll hand over to Shivadev for the Suraksha program. Please play the video.
Is now witnessing tremendous growth in all sectors. The government of Telangana, with its progressive vision, has been successful in driving a holistic development agenda by creating a vibrant IT hub in Hyderabad, fostered by a safe environment. While the growth of the ITS industry has placed Hyderabad on the world map, there is another story that has been a nerve center to uphold the heritage by constantly striving to keep the city safe and secure from all distress. It is the story of Society for Cyberabad Security Council. Physical security, women and child safety, traffic and road safety, cyber security, health security. SCSC, in partnership with Cyberabad Police, ensures your security with quick response teams, 24/7 CCTV surveillance, and specialized units for bomb disposal and armed insurgency threats, protecting IT companies, vital installations and lives, because your safety drives our mission. At SCSC, we are committed to women's and child safety. From safe PGAs in hostels to Sangamitra and Margashek programs, we ensure protection and support. Our She Shuttle offers secure travel, while self-defense training and awareness empower confidence. Stay connected with the She Safe app, because safety is not a privilege, it's a right. At SCSC, we're making roads safer for everyone. Through Project Proper and our dedicated traffic marshals, we ensure smooth traffic flow and safer roads. With the support of our volunteers, we actively manage congestion and create a disciplined driving culture. Our Traffic Task Force TTF bikes enable rapid response, tackling traffic bottlenecks and assisting in emergencies. And now with drone technology, we're taking traffic control to the next level, providing real-time monitoring and quick interventions. We also empower cab drivers and employees with essential road safety training, because every life matters. Together, we're building a safer, smarter, and more efficient road network. In the digital world, safety is power. Project Protect by SCSC leads cyber safety awareness, expert training, and secure operations through COO and CISO initiatives. Working alongside Cyberabad Police, we are safeguarding everyone from cyber threats and attacks. SCSC is deeply committed to your well-being, working to raise awareness on mental health and promoting initiatives like the HPV vaccine. We have organized multiple drives during the pandemic to ensure safety. Our ongoing efforts include wellness education, while also offering eye health campaigns, fitness programs, yoga marathons. SCSC, thereby ensuring a peaceful community and a safer Mana Telangana for the generations to come.
తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్ర భవిష్యత్తులో కూడా దేశానికి రోల్ మోడల్గా నిలబడుతుంది. తప్పకుండా సైబర్ నేరాలను నియంత్రించడంలో ఈ దేశానికి తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్రం ఆదర్శంగా ఉంది.
Thank you. So you heard the Honorable Chief Minister. We're touching every aspect of safety security, which is important, like going from our road safety, and it is not even only limited to doing awareness sessions. We're making changes on the road. For example, we do studies, we do scientific studies, we run drones, we fly drones on a stretch. We find out what are the safety concerns, what are the traffic congestion issues on that road. We work with HMC, DGISC, Electricity Department, Forest Department to eliminate those issues. It's not just limited to creating that we go and tell you what to do. We pick up your feedbacks and we implement it on the ground. We work with the authorities to eliminate these issues. For example, we see the needs of what is today needed in the cyberspace to protect our children. These days, everybody has a mobile phone. No? That's where it starts from. Everybody gets fascinated looking at the videos and everything, and they try and replicate all those things. So how can you be cyber secure? We published a book last year along with the Cybersecurity Bureau. This was not for kids, this was for parents. This was a parent's guide on how to secure your children in the cyberspace. So we keep doing these things. We do a lot of study. We have a lot of data, and data is like gold mine these days. We have a lot of crime data that happens. With the police, we see what is the modus operandi, what kinds of crimes are happening, what is that needs focus. We curate our programs, we curate our impacts alongside those crime trends that are happening. Especially when we see this need of Suraksha Kavach program came, when we saw that, okay, earlier people used to go and conduct maybe a road safety week, used to do a road safety event. Then there was a anti-drug day, they will go and speak about anti-drugs or something like that. We thought, no, we don't want a tick box thing. We want to run an entire program that will run throughout the year. Shudhya will explain you more about it, what are the things we are covering. So our field is not just, we're just thinking that what is needed. We're doing a lot of science behind it, a lot of research is going into it. We see what are the crime trends, who are the people who are more, we are reading behaviors of people. All that is being converted here. And we're trying to be ahead of things. For example, this year, sorry, we started a project called Project Stay Safe. Now Stay Safe was basically for hostels and PGs that we have in the area. Nobody actually looked at this sector. While the industry grew, a lot of people, almost 50% of the people that we have here are migrant workers from the neighboring states of Telangana, districts of Telangana and neighboring states. When these people come to Hyderabad, these are freshers from colleges. Like you will go to college and you'll pass out, then you'll get placements in cities like Chennai, Hyderabad and all. While Hyderabad is growing, we attract a lot of talent from other states and districts. Where do you live? Your house is a safe place. We're doing a lot to protect people who are like living in the houses. Now, these hostels, we started doing audits. And these audits were like not big costing. We went ahead, we looked at the security parameters of every hostel. Do you have CCTV camera? Where the security guard sitting? Where's the tenant sitting? How are the boundary walls, etc. And we started giving feedbacks to the hostel owners along with the police. So what we're trying to do while protecting the citizens, streets, CCTV cameras, police patrol cars are being put, this is one place where we need a lot of security. So we're trying to be ahead of it because in due course of time when the city grows more, these things will grow. We need to regulate these hostels. We need to see whether fire safety is there or not. These are growing like mushrooms if you see around you. So these are the things where we're trying to be ahead of things. Just a small example, we do a lot. Maybe you can go through our website, look at it. There are a lot of impacts for women, children, youth, cybersecurity, health. Health, we do a lot of initiatives to protect the protectors. So while the police officers are there, they have a very crucial job to play. They are in sunlight, they are in rains. It's important that immunity is strong. We do a lot of things to screen their health, see that they are in right shape of health, so that they should not fall sick. What if like 50% or 30% of the police force fall sick? So we keep on doing a lot of health sessions for them, do their screenings, provide them with the required health benefits, etc. So these are a few examples. I know we are running short of time, so I'll quickly come to the topic. To invite Sridhar, please cover the Suraksha Kavach program that focuses on the children's safety. Sridhar, please. Thank you for having me here.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all paying attention because after this there will be a quick test. I was just talking to Aarti and those marks are going into your final exams. I'm kidding, I know, I just want to see their faces, but it's nice to see the parents here as well. Excited and proud when the practice are going on. And but thank you to leadership for having us here today for this initiative, for first recognizing the importance of having such a safety initiative, and I've seen that you already are working in those lines since a couple of years. It's nice to have that existing chemistry between us. So I'm here to talk to you about something called Suraksha Kavach. So what is Suraksha Kavach? Naved just spoke about the security council that we're part of. So when it comes to you students and the school, this is a program which is a safety initiative between Cyberbat Security Council, Police Department and the education institutions. So what we're trying to do is bridge the gap between schools, colleges and the police department, so that it is easier for the police department and for our council to build better safety spaces for you. So basically a bunch of citizens or call them stakeholders of the community, we all came together and we thought, okay, can police department really do everything by itself? No. Right? It needs a lot of support from the citizens to help and work with it, coordinate and then work together to create those safety environments. So there are 4 aspects to Suraksha Kavach, which is the safety club: the physical aspect, the psychological aspect, the cyber security aspect, and your infrastructure and road security. So these are the 4 pillars on which your Suraksha Kavach stands on, your security club will stand on, and these are the 4 things that you and us will be working on together. And we will also together be working on 2 things, right? One is to create awareness first as to what are the safety issues in and around us, and 2 is to have appropriate redressal mechanisms or solutions to any issue that comes up with respect to safety. Now, why should it matter? If you're students, and why should it matter to you really when it comes to ground reality? It mattered to me, and I'll share why it mattered to me. You'll probably be able to connect with it. So when I was in school, I had my best friend. Yeah, she had a very strange issue. She's doing very well now. She's abroad. She's making a lot of money. She's super good. But when we were in school or in college, she had an issue of she had an addiction to stealing. She didn't have to steal, but there was this urge to steal for whatever reason. Okay? And I knew that. I knew that was happening, and she knows that, and nobody else knew in our class. In our class of 60, nobody else knew that. So I was in this strange fix, right? Because I liked her so much, and she was my good friend. She doesn't know that I know that. She knows she has an issue. Nobody else knows that. Now what do? I want so much for her to get rid of that thing, because if people come to know, if all of my friends would come to know, it would be really embarrassing for her, and at that stage, at that point in time, it would have been really embarrassing for me to be her friend as well. It was really weird. So for me, there was no safe space where there was trust, confidentiality, and where the purpose of the safe space is not to point fingers or punish or penalize the person, but the purpose is to look at the problem and help solve the problem or create a solution for that problem. So that is why it matters to you. See, whether you have a problem or you have an issue or your friend or anybody you know is having something that they're struggling with, what do you do and how do you solve that? That is Suraksha Kavach, and that is what is a safety club. So what we basically do is identify these risks, threats, call it, and then try to work together to find a creative solution for it. Now, as school and school teachers and school ecosystem, what is it that we want you to do? We want you to form what is called as a safety club, which will have 2 safety marshals per grade. It will have 1 student president, it will have a teacher representative, it will have a parent representative, and a police department representative. And that department representative will already be sensitized with respect to how to deal with these issues that come up in schools, because we're talking about trust and confidentiality. How do we actually very sensitively deal with these issues? So this is the composition of safety club. Now what will we be doing as the Security Council members? So we, after forming this safety club and after identifying these members together along with you, we will be giving you content that can be used to spread awareness. We will also be giving you referring subject experts who are in different fields, the 4 pillars that we talked about. So these experts can also come and help you do some sessions. Of course, we will train and certify all the club members. We will also give access to police department for any interventions from there if the situation demands. And we will be having monthly, quarterly reviews with the team, with the school, and we will also be sharing the best practices that your friendly neighborhood schools in Cyberabad are also doing. So these are the roles and responsibilities, say, of the school, the club, and the Security Council. Ready for the test? So this is what is Suraksha Kavach, and as Navi has mentioned before, Vanita has mentioned before, and you're already aware of what safety means. It's not just physical. It's too many things in and around you. So we only hope that with this club we were able to take safety aspects of your school gadgets one notch above and to keep it there. Thank you.
Before Rona can play the takeover, thank you so much. And I'm sure the students will take this seriously and we take it up even beyond what they've described, because there are many more aspects of safety that we discussed and we'll talk about it as we go along. The official speeches of the students will be made in the midst of the students because that's the team that you're going to represent. So congratulations to all of you, and we officially will close with both thanks in the national anthem.
As we draw this significant ceremony to a close, it is with deep gratitude and heartfelt appreciation that we acknowledge all those who made this day truly special. To our distinguished chief guest, Dr. Vanita Datta ma'am, Ms. Rashmi Srivastava ma'am, Ms. Srividya Reddy ma'am, Mr. Naveed Khan sir, our respected Executive Director, Bani Raju ma'am, our esteemed Academic Director, Aarti ma'am, our dedicated Principal, Sujata ma'am, and our beloved coordinators. Thank you for your inspiring presence, constant encouragement, and unwavering belief in the power of student leadership. Your guidance continues to shape the future of our learners with purpose and integrity. A special note of thanks to our house mentors, the entire teaching and non-teaching faculty, and the admin department. Your commitment, coordination, and tireless efforts behind the scenes have made today's event seamless and impactful. To our ever-supportive parents, thank you for your presence, your trust, and your partnership in this journey of nurturing future leaders. And finally, to our spirited students, especially our newly inducted Student Council members, thank you for reminding us of the promise that lies in youthful vision, responsibility, and resilience. This day belongs to you, and we look forward to the leadership you will bring with pride